Hello, I'm Ayate. Since there are lots of rumors around the possible Soul Calibur 6, I decided to do a quick video. I will try to give you all the information I had. First, I will talk about the announcement dates, then I will talk about characters, and then I will talk about Soul Calibur 5 and Kilik. Before anything, I want to say that all the information are not confirmed yet, but in the last months we got a lot of hints in the internet and some people leaked some information about a possible Soul Calibur 6. As being an old player from the French community, I also had different sources which were saying that there will be a possible Soul Calibur 6 announcement in December. Then, early in the month, we got the soulcalibur.com down, and then some rumors and leaks appears in the internet. In the last 2 months I did some research to cross my information from multiple sources. They all talk about December and that the game will focus on the story mode around 3 major characters that I will talk about. About a precise date, multiple sources told me a while ago that there will be an announcement in the PlayStation experience. But multiple hints that appeared last week in the internet seems to go for the Game Award event at December 7 or either, and with more chance at the Namco Big Event the 15th. Anyway, one of my sources told me that we might get something like a very short trailer at the Game Award event. Now let's talk about gameplay. I heard that Bravage and Critical Edge will return, but I also heard from another source that these mechanics will be heavily reworked. And of course, Vergeben leaked about the stance and style switching mechanics. That's all for this part. Let's talk about characters. As you can see, I will talk about 8 characters. Depending on how many sources that told me about a character, I will give him a chance rating. The first one is very obvious, since a lot of leakers talked about the returning Kilik and his moveset. I did have 3 sources that are telling me that Kilik is returning, and that the game will heavily focus on his story. In the next part of the video, I will talk a little more about him. The second character has been leaked by Vergeben and is Nightmare. I don't get any other information about him besides that he will be a major character again in the story mode. But I think we can expect that he will gladly serve the cause of Soul Edge again, and not buying a masquerade like in Soul Calibur 5. The third character is also obvious. It is Siegfried. I have also 3 sources that told me about him, so he might be here again. So this might be the trio buying behind the plot of the story mode in Soul Calibur 6. Like I said, the 3 here have a very high chance buying him. Another character that have been talked by Vergeben is Xianghua. I did not have information coinciding with him for this character, but it makes sense that if Kilik is heavily implicated in the story mode and the huge deception of Leisha, she might have a chance to be in. Now, another one that I heard about is Tira. One of my sources told me that she will be also behind the plot, since she placed top 10 in the Soul Calibur character poll and being heavily implicated in the Soul Calibur 5 story mode, it would make sense if she is also returning in the game. Another character that have been leaked by Vergeben in the forum is Talim. Besides the other character, I have also another source that told me that Talim could be in the game. But I give her less chance because it will be hard to let her aging in the game. They might find a way or just inherit the appearance and the style. This source also told me that character pool matter and that the second character that can be in is Zazalamel. He also did well in the character pool, have no replacement in Soul Calibur 5 and is a huge signal from fans to Namco. So they cannot inherit if they want that fans rebuy the game. Since I only have one source, I give him only a some chance buying in. The last character is the mysterious rival of Kilik. He has been leaked by Vergeben. He said that he will have two styles, one with his two swords and one when he combines them. Unfortunately, I do not have any of my sources told me about this character. Now let's jump on the last part of this video. When I first heard about Killakee returning in the game, I was very happy. But I did remember immediately the end of the Soul Calibur 5 project when I was doing the official guide and what the developer team decided to do to Kilik to cut the game. One of the big information and rumors that I had at this time was that not only Kilik and Elysium slot was for classic character, but also that originally Kilik will have an horrible fate in the game. You still have some hints in the game that Kilik will face a terrible danger. One information shocked me. One of my sources told me that he saw an initial character design that shows an evil Kilik, and that they gave up the idea when they have to cut out the game content because of the new schedule. More importantly, 2 years later, a very close person to the project did say that they will use this type of content later. Anyway, they might have changed their plan and maybe they will do something completely different now. But when I saw Kilik by the first major leaked character in Soul Calibur 6, I'm wondering if they might keep something like this. Anyway, if he is between Siegfried and Nightmare, it might be a difficult time for him. Maybe he will have to sacrifice his soul or become something other. Remember that all the information here are not confirmed yet. I just wanted to share all the information that I could gather with you. I really hope that this will happen, and I'm very hyped about it. And in any case, I know that our souls are still burning for a new Soul Calibur. So let's keep our finger crossed. Okay, that's all guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like it or not, please share your comments and don't hesitate to subscribe to help me do more. Thank you guys.